My question has to do with what if your systems and processes and operations are broken or kludgy or in some way they aren't set up in a way for employees and leadership to work together in alignment the way you're describing? Who's responsible for that and who takes ownership of that to fix it?
Yeah,
Do you want to go
so
or do you want me to go?
I'll take it, and then Julie, you can add your thoughts. So for me, it's the leadership's responsibility, and if you know your systems are not the way that they need to be, fix that before you start setting KPIs. And maybe that is part of your KPIs is to fix these broken systems that you have. The leadership is always responsible.
I second that. The leadership is absolutely always responsible because the employees they're not going to be your drivers, right? You might have one or two people that are trying to drive things because it's a huge thorn in their side. Oftentimes, the only time the employees, who it is a huge thorn in their side, they're only driving because they are a self-led person. So if you have several people on your team who are rock stars but never want to move up, they're probably not going to bring it to your attention, right? Unless you ask them. So this is also where, for those of you who know what human design is, this is where human design plays hugely into what we do with companies. Because, and I'll speak for myself on this one, as a projector in human design, projectors wait for the invitation. So there's a side of me that would often wait, love to see that someone else is a projector, yay. But there was often a side of me, it's almost like I could hear myself screaming inside of myself to like say the answer, say the thing, like raise your hand and say it, Julie, just raise your hand and say it, right? And there were times where I just wouldn't. And then I would kind of kick myself later because I was like, well, that was a brilliant thing and you should have said it, right? Or that could have been super helpful, but you didn't say it. So but then there's also a part of me that is very ingrained in leadership. And it's like, I have to say it. It's like my soul is like, you got to say it. You just got to. But not everyone's going to be like that. So the leadership absolutely has to make that step, take that invitation and initiate with what they're doing and say, okay, this process obviously is not working, right? So, and if it's documented, then we look at the documentation and we look at the process and we see where are our gaps, right?